did a video a couple nights ago where I had some much needed alcohol and said some things I shouldn't have said. I don't think alcohol is a good thing, but sometimes it can help you clear the slate. But that's not why I'm making this video. I saw a video just now that triggered a memory of something that happened recently to me that I probably otherwise wouldn't have connected the dots with. But this video that I just watched is by a guy named Aubrey, and it's a great video. The title begins, "Why People Willingly Give Up Their Freedoms." I'll leave the link in the description. But it's by hosting a professor, and it describes the process by which the population is put under mass hypnosis. And it made me remember something that happened to me the other day in the grocery store that I frequent. And yeah, it's funny how when you're going about your business and you're lost in your thoughts, you don't even put things together. But now that I'm thinking about it, it was actually quite astonishing. I walked into the store the other day, and I can always tell when the media is up their ante on manipulation and psychological tactics, because everybody's on high alert and they've got their masks back on and they're acting all skittish. And since I don't watch the media, I just kind of walked in without my mask and continued doing my thing. But the store manager, approached me, and he's just kind of a shorter, meek guy, and he asked me if I had my mask. And for a split second, I got sort of ruffled, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And so walked outside and went and got my bandana. I don't wear the stupid ear loop blue things for multiple reasons, right? We've seen what's actually in those things. But when I went back inside, I kind of wore it lackadaisically, and it's funny, the manager didn't even really care how I wore it. He just wanted me to have it, I guess because he's following orders, right? And so he thanked me for putting my mask on, and as I'm getting to the checkout, it just happened to be him there with a couple of cashiers and a couple other people. And instead of getting upset, I just said, have you guys ever thought about why everything is happening like it is? And then I said, do you think the people in Nazi Germany just woke up crazy one day? Like, there's always a good reason for the horrible things that happen in history. There's always a good reason given for it. And everybody just kind of stood around, like, you could hear a pin drop, and nobody could really answer that. And the cashier finally just said, well, I can't disagree with you. You've got a good point. And after watching this video by this guy, Aubrey, it just kind of brought that back up. And well, the point that I was getting around to was, the next time that I walked in that store, nobody's wearing their mask. The manager wasn't wearing his mask. The cashiers weren't wearing their mask. And it was like there was some kind of spell that was broken. That all they needed was somebody to say the right thing, like the right phrase to them that would break this freaking hypnosis that was on them. And I think when you watch this video with this professor, Professor Mattias Desmet, it'll kind of open your eyes to how at least the beginning stages of this works, and maybe it'll give you some tools to sort of fight back with. And he makes a great point in the video. He says, like, the worst thing that we can possibly do as people who see what's going on is to give up, is to stop voicing our dissent, because that's the only thing that is keeping this whole mass hypnosis from taking over everyone. I mean, I think that part of what is being implemented in the cough syrup, if you will, people know that I'm using euphemism. Part of what's being implemented is specifically designed to further enable the mind control, but perhaps it's not an absolute. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the physiological nail in the coffin, so to speak, that I thought it was, because but I highly recommend you watch this video. It's it's very methodical, and it definitely but yeah, the other night, other than wiping my mental slate, it's never good to react when you're emotional, or react when you've been drinking. And for like the 5 of you that saw that video, I'm sorry, but maybe it needed to happen for me to collect myself and try to think about how to keep going at this legitimately. Thanks for watching.